Welcome fellow graduates, families, friends, and members of the university community. My name is Adam, and I'm graduating today with a degree in computing science. I'm also one of today's student speakers. You'll be hearing more from me later. I am so excited to be sharing today's celebration with you. To make the most of this experience, I encourage you to gather your family and friends to watch the live celebration, either together if you're in the same house or virtually if you're not. We want to hear from you. Please use the hashtag MySFUGrad2020 to share your virtual celebration on social media. The main program will begin shortly. Thank you again for tuning in.
Hello, fellow graduates of Spring 2020. Thank you for joining us today with your family, friends, pets, and other members of your university community. My name is Ian, and I'm graduating today with a Bachelor of Science in Chemistry. I'm also one of the student speakers, and you'll be hearing more from me later on. But while we wait for the program to begin, I'd like to encourage you to share your experience on social media using the hashtag #MySFUGrad2020. We're excited and would love to see you celebrating with your family and whoever you're with today on this special day. So thank you so much for joining us. The program will begin very soon.
Any day at SFU may feel like just another day. But any day here has enormous potential. The potential for something significant to happen. Like the day when you might find yourself engaging with the outside world. To create a lasting impact on many lives. Or the day when you might unearth something that inspires you to start a business. Or the day when you might become an instrument of change. Or discover where you belong. Or take advantage of an unconventional education. To become part of something huge. In fact, any day has the potential to have real impact. Because any day at SFU is not just any other day.
Hello everyone, welcome fellow graduates, families, friends, and members of the university community. My name is Kimberly Venn, and today I'm graduating with a Bachelor of Business Administration honors. I'm also one of today's student speakers, so get to hear from me later on. Now, to make the most of today's celebrations, I recommend gathering your family and friends to watch this live broadcast, either together if you live in the same home or virtually. Now, we also want to hear from you, so please use the hashtag #MySFUGrad2020 to post your virtual celebrations on social media. The main program will now begin shortly. Thanks again for tuning in.
Hello, fellow graduates of Spring 2020. Thanks for joining us today with your family, friends, pets, dogs, cats, and members of the university community. I'm Hamza, and I'm graduating today with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Economics. I'm also one of the student speakers, so you'll hear from me later on. While you wait for the program to begin, we encourage you to share your experience on social media using the hashtag MySFUGrad2020. I'd like to see who's cheering with you, virtually or in person, whether it's your cat, dog, great-grandma, kids, or your next-door neighbor. The program will begin shortly.
Good evening or good day, depending on where you are right now. The time has come for us to celebrate Simon Fraser University's graduating class of Spring 2020. I am Ann Giardini, Chancellor of Simon Fraser University.
And I'm Andrew Petter, SFU President and Vice-Chancellor. We're delighted to welcome you to today's Virtual Convocation Celebration. Together with other speakers, we're following the advice of health authorities to stay physically distant and are broadcasting from our homes. Graduates, we know this is not the kind of ceremony you envisioned when you came to SFU. Gathering in Convocation Mall with your family, friends, and fellow students is a highlight of the university experience, and we understand how important it is. That moment will come. When it's safe, you'll be invited to return to the Burnaby campus for an in-person ceremony where you'll get to join the academic procession led by the SFU Pipe Band, cross the stage, and have your names read out. For now, we're making the most of the current situation. We're celebrating your achievements virtually because they deserve to be celebrated. We know how hard you've worked to earn your degree, and like your family and friends, we're proud of all that you've accomplished.
It's been wonderful to see how your families and friends are celebrating your success. On social media, I've seen garbage bags made into graduation gowns and living rooms converted to look like our AQ. There's such warmth and creativity in all of your celebrations. We encourage you to continue to share your photos and messages on social media. You can use hashtag MySFUGrad2020. And now it's time for the program to begin. Please join me in welcoming Elder Margaret, a member of SFU's Aboriginal Elders Program, who will share a traditional welcome. Elder Margaret.
Congratulations to all the students who are graduating today. And thank you to all the SFU family for supporting them. Thanking the families of the students who are here, especially the grandparents, for allowing the students to spend time with us. And a quick prayer before I go. Great Spirit, thank you for guiding the students. Just take care of them as they leave us today. And thank you to all the staff of SFU, the SFU family, for taking care of them, all my relations.
Thank you for sharing that warm welcome, Elder Margaret. I would like to acknowledge the unceded traditional territories of the Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh, Musqueam, and Coquitlam nations where SFU convocation ceremonies take place. The SFU Choir, graduates, and members of the SFU community will now lead us all in singing O Canada.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see the rise of true North, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God, keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
I now declare the Spring 2020 Convocation assembled for the granting of degrees. Mr. President, members of the Board of Governors and Senate, Vice Presidents, Deans, faculty, honored guests, graduands, families, and friends, welcome. To start, we have a message from the Minister of Advanced Education, Skills and Training, the Honorable Melanie Mark.
Simgaget, Sigidamanak, Gibit Wiltsuk. Hi everyone, my name is Melanie Mark. My Niska name is Lahaikwaskak, and I'm the Minister of Advanced Education, Skills and Training. I'd like to first acknowledge that I'm sending you greetings from the Legislative Assembly on the traditional territories of the Lekwungen-speaking people of the Songhees and Esquimalt First Nations. I would also like to acknowledge the traditional territories on which your university campus is located. I recognize that COVID-19 has impacted not only your lives, but the lives of everyone around you dramatically over the past 3 months. But this should not take away from the fact that today is about you and your incredible achievement. You are also attending one of the best universities in the world. Simon Fraser University is my alma mater, so I'm a little bit biased. I want to recognize everyone who has helped you cross the finish line. First and foremost, your family and friends for cheering you on over the years. A special thanks to President Andrew Petter for his tenacity and leadership. And a little factoid you probably didn't know about, he used to have my job back in the day as the former Minister of Advanced Education. I'd like to give a huge thanks to all the faculty members, staff, Board of Governors, Senate, and to the people in your life who lifted you up and made this day possible. I recognize your journey has not been easy, but today we celebrate all of your hard work and sacrifice. School wasn't easy for me, but one of the proudest moments of my life was when I crossed the finish line to receive my degree in political science from SFU. I was the first person in my family to ever graduate from post-secondary. That day, I was proud to wear my grandmother's regalia. Today, I'm wearing her regalia as a symbol of the importance of your convocation. I know that some of you might be the first in your family to graduate, but I imagine you won't be the last. On a personal note, I want to leave you with a message of hope. My favorite song is Don't Stop Believing by Giardini. It was the theme song at my wedding. I love it because it brings me joy and reminds me to push through when times are tough and to never give up. Graduates, I want you to go the distance, paying it forward as you take on the next chapter in your life. No one can take this day away from you. Whatever credential you received is a symbol of your remarkable achievement. Today is a big deal, and I'm extremely proud of you. We are going to need you more than ever to build back this beautiful province. Congratulations, class of 2020. Keep shining. Tuxism.
Minister Mark, thank you for your encouraging words to our grads. I will not stop believing either. I'm going to start my remarks by paraphrasing Queen Elizabeth's recent comments on the occasion of the 75th anniversary of the end of World War II. It may seem hard that we cannot mark this convocation as we would wish. Instead, we confer and receive honors from our homes and from our various places of shelter. But SFU's Convocation Hall is far from empty. Rather, it is filled with a greater spirit than it has ever known. The spirit of lessons learned, wisdom nurtured, great accomplishment, and joyful celebration in challenging circumstances. I have each one of you in my heart, and I have a gleaming vision. What I see are remarkable achievements and a group of graduates job ready to celebrate and support one another and to take your skills out into a world that you can see sorely needs you. I can say today with the greatest of pride that you as a collection of scholars have proved yourself to be resilient, resolute, hardworking, and replete with promise. Convocation is Simon Fraser University's most important ceremony. This is the moment, this is the time, this is the hour. We gather, despite distance and world events, as a collective of scholars and friends, family and faculty, staff and supporters to celebrate achievement, recognize success, and confer well-earned honors. Graduates, this is your day, and I, along with many others, could not be prouder. Your university education provides you with a well-stocked mind, but your education does more than that. It makes all of us wiser. You are today confirmed to be a contributor to the grand enterprise of building on collective human knowledge. Your SFU mind makes you more effective as a person, as a worker, and as a citizen of and participant in the many communities you will serve, from your household to your neighborhood to your country and beyond. Learning does not stop here. Tomorrow and every day after that will provide you with opportunities to take in new facts, analyze new information, and bring to bear your own unique ideas. A remarkable feature of today is that in place of a collective experience and memory, you will each have a unique day and take away different stories and different remembrances. The quality and kinds of memories we acquire and store are critical to who we are and what we become. We are not so much the sum of our experiences, it turns out, as of our memories, and we should therefore maximize the quality of our future memories. Memories, including the ones you've built up during your days here at SFU, and of this time of sheltering and caring for each other. And, of course, of this remarkable day of completion and achievement. There is such great joy to be had in completion. Please remember to stay in touch with those of us who will remain here at SFU while you go out to work and act and learn and contribute to our world and to build on our collective memories. we are so proud of you, and we are so grateful, changed, and improved by this time that we have spent together. I call upon the president of our university, Professor Andrew Petter, to address the graduates. Professor Petter.
Thank you, Madam Chancellor, and welcome everyone, especially graduates who join us today. As I acknowledged earlier, this celebration is not how you expected to mark this milestone in your lives, but a virtual convocation takes nothing away from your real achievements. COVID-19 has tested us all, and while it has not yet been beaten, you provide living proof of why we will not be beaten by it. Nothing I could say today could be more inspiring than the example that you've set. The class of 2020 is like no other. You'll forever be remembered for the determination you showed to complete your education in the midst of the worst global health crisis in living memory. I know it wasn't easy. It took enormous grit, but what you've accomplished gives us all hope for a better future. That's why your presence today means so much. Now more than ever, we need your resilience and your resolve. You graduated at a time of enormous uncertainty. It can be a bit overwhelming, but it's also a time alive with possibility and the opportunity to make a meaningful and lasting difference to your province, your country, and your world. I have no doubt that whatever path you choose, whatever challenges you take on, you will rise to the occasion. And you will do so, I hope, not only for your own benefit, but for the benefit of others. That's the wonderful thing about the gift of education. In providing you the means to build a better future for yourself, it also provides you the means to build a better world. And that is the greatest gift of all. So thank you for working so hard, for keeping the faith, and for making it to this day. We owe you a huge debt of gratitude, as we do your family and friends who supported you in your studies, and your instructors, mentors, and fellow students who've helped you along the way. Congratulations to you all. On a personal note, this is my last convocation as SFU president. It's been an enormous privilege to lead this great institution for the past decade, and an honor to share this moment over the years with thousands of SFU grads. And while each convocation ceremony is inspiring and life-affirming, none will be as memorable as this one. To the class of 2020, and to everyone in the SFU community, I thank you and I wish you every success in all your future endeavors. Good luck until we meet again.
SFU's honorary degree is the highest honor conferred by the university. The degrees are awarded to distinguished individuals in recognition of their scholarly, scientific, or artistic achievement, or in recognition of exceptional contribution to the public good. Honorary degree recipients' achievements celebrate our university's values and serve as an inspiration to our students, our graduates, and our community. This spring, we are conferring honorary degrees to 8 remarkable recipients. Beth Allen, also known as Biff Naked, is an iconic and outspoken rock star, humanitarian, and passionate advocate who inspires a new generation of female artists and empowers those who may be struggling. John Burroughs is an acclaimed scholar and jurist who transformed the course of Indigenous law. He is Anishinaabe Ojibwe and has opened new pathways to reconciliation between Indigenous and non-Indigenous worlds. Randy Boyagoda is an award-winning Canadian writer, critic, and scholar. With wit, wisdom, and ample spoonfuls of satire, he explores the perils and possibilities of human dignity and how to flourish even as we confront challenging truths. Vincent DeLolo is a global leader in cognitive and neuroscience. His theories are credited with changing psychological research in the 20th century. Mariana Mazzucato is an internationally acclaimed economist. Her research on the relationship among financial markets, innovation, and economic growth is changing the global conversation on the role of the state. Sophie Pierre is one of Canada's most accomplished Aboriginal leaders. Her work has strengthened her own Tinaha First Nation and advanced the national discourse around Indigenous rights and reconciliation. George P. Smith is a Nobel laureate whose contribution to chemistry and biomedical science has changed human lives. His invention of phage display has helped to combat disease and led to applications such as therapeutic antibody discovery. And Diane Sowden. Diane is a tireless champion in the struggle against the sexual exploitation of children. Many children of British Columbia are safer today because of her vision and her determination. By virtue of the authority vested in me and in the Senate of this university, I hereby admit these 8 inspirational leaders to their various honorary degrees. We look forward to welcoming each of them to a convocation ceremony in the future where they will deliver full addresses to the graduates. For now, each of our honorary degree recipients has a brief message to share with us all.
Congratulations, everyone. I wish we were all together today, but please know how proud we are of you and of your great big brains. And I know that your hearts are bigger too, overflowing with hope and with dreams. I have 100% faith in you that you're going to go out there and make the world a better place.
Congratulations, fellow graduates of 2020. My name's John Borrows. I'm one of the honorary degrees this year. I'm standing outside here in the rain. What a time of renewal. I'm hoping that's what we're experiencing here in this moment. For the Anishinaabe people of my part of the world, we call this Zagibagagizis, which is the leaves springing forth moon. And with that is all the energy and life that reaches out to collect the sun and really gather energy for this new time of year. And I hope that's what we're going to experience as we graduate, have this newness of life and all of this beauty that surrounds us. Miigwech.
Congratulations, Class of 2020 Simon Fraser University. In looking ahead at the time you are in right now, ask yourself what kind of story you want to tell about this moment, the moments leading up to it, and the moments afterwards. Your 4 years at SFU have prepared you to explore those questions and to come up with enduring answers for yourself and for the world at large. I'm very excited to know that I'm part of this incredible academic community. I thank you for that honor, and I wish you all the very best, Class of 2020.
Greetings, everyone. One of the pleasures of earning a university degree is to walk on the podium, be handed a certificate that can be framed and hung on the wall. The pandemic is robbing us of that pleasure this year. So I commiserate with all of you, and regarding myself, I think I deserve a double dose of commiseration. You see, when I graduated with a bachelor degree, somebody goofed and my name was left off the list, so I didn't get to walk on the podium. The next degree I had was a PhD, and by the time the convocation occurred, I had already left to go abroad, and I missed out on walking on the podium again. So it looks as though I'm destined never to walk on a podium. But walking on the podium is obviously not a requirement for a successful academic, professional, or business career. You have earned a degree from one of Canada's leading universities, and that degree will stand you in good stead for the rest of your careers. Good luck, bon chance, buona fortuna.
Dear students at Simon Fraser University, I really wish I was in Vancouver with you. You're graduating in 2020, a year that will go down, hopefully, in the history books as the year of the Great Realization. COVID-19 has woken us up to the power of our welfare states and social services. Services that have been underfinanced and undervalued. How do we measure value? It's woken us up to the need to redesign public-private partnerships around areas as different as vaccines to medicines of different type, but also testing capacity, but to govern this in the public interest, not just public-private profit. It's woken us up, of course, also to the need to remember that when we work at home, as some of us can, in academia it's not hard, the digital divide means that actually some at home are learning and working easier than others. All this means that we must change the way we produce, the way we design, the way we consume, the way we build communities and safety nets, and especially the way we bring new voices to the table to discuss all this. Now you, the graduating class, must be that new voice. You're the future that will help us keep us to our word, that the status quo is not working. And I really wish I could have traveled to Vancouver to shake your hands and wish you well live, not just virtually. Unfortunately, this is impossible this year. But let's remember that in a year that we're all being told to be physically distant at least 2 meters, we have an ocean between us, we must also be socially interactive, much more so than ever, to make the changes happen that your generation deserve. In this short video, I want to give you all a virtual but sincere hug and really hope that your path is the one that you want it to be, and that you can together, and the different organizations that you might work for, bring that new voice to the table to redesign this system that cannot go on in the current way. Thank you so much.
Gisuk Yukiet, and greetings to the graduating class of 2020. I am delighted to be joining in with your families, your friends, and all your teachers in congratulating you on this milestone occasion. These are challenging times. It's difficult not to be celebrating as we usually do, but it's also a tremendous opportunity for you to rise above the challenge and show your strength, your talent, and your courage. After all, you are graduates of Simon Fraser University, and like graduates before you, make this yours, shape your own future, and go for it. Techa.
Hi, graduates. As you can see behind me, we're enjoying a relaxing 1-minute vacation in this wonderful province. And I thought I'd step by and help you celebrate this day. Congratulations on your degrees and best wishes in your new life under these trying circumstances.
Hi, it is a great honor for me to be bringing greetings and congratulations to SFU grads of 2020. As you start your new careers and build on your new lives, you will want to be successful. Success should be different to every one of you. It's your definition. It's yours and yours alone. If I can give you a personal advice, what I would say is no matter what you do, take the time and find out a way to give back. It defines who you are to yourself. So all the best in your new future journeys. Congratulations.
Congratulations to the spring honorary degree recipients and the class of 2020. I'm Jasmine Cumberland, president of the SFU Alumni Association, and I'd like to officially welcome our newest grads to the alumni community. You're now lifetime members of a worldwide network with more than 165,000 alumni in over 140 countries. Our goal is to provide you with the opportunities to learn, grow, and thrive through personal and professional development activities, career resources, and other benefits. As alumni, you now serve as ambassadors for SFU in your community. Be proud of your accomplishments and be proud of your SFU credentials. I'd also like to take this moment to acknowledge Chancellor Anne Giardini and President Andrew Petter. Today marks their last convocation in their current roles. As Chancellor of Simon Fraser University since 2014, Anne, who's an SFU alumnus, has been an enthusiastic champion of the university and a mentor and role model to many, leading with warmth, enthusiasm, and an enduring authenticity. And as SFU's engaged president, Andrew demonstrated exceptional leadership and a lifelong commitment to education. In the last 10 years under his leadership, the university has expanded community-based learning, promoted research collaborations, and developed community engagement centers. Chancellor Giardini and President Petter, on behalf of the university community, thank you for your tireless contributions to SFU. We wish you the very best as you embark on the next phase of your life's journey. Thank you again, and congratulations again to the class of 2020.
Thank you, Jasmine, for your generous remarks and kind wishes. And a heartfelt thanks to the SFU alumni community. It's been a privilege to meet and work with you all. While I will continue to serve as president until the end of August, tomorrow will be Anne's last day serving as chancellor. She's been one of the university's greatest ambassadors, and following this celebration, I invite you to take a moment to visit the SFU website and watch a short video which highlights a few of her many contributions. Anne has been wholeheartedly committed to this university and has always been delighted to meet and spend time with SFU community members, but especially with our students. Chancellor, I'm now pleased to introduce several members of the graduating class for their messages.
Hi, I'm Adam, and my road to graduation has been winding, as I'm sure is the case for many of you. After graduating high school, I worked a number of years and pursued a technical music diploma before I finally found my way to SFU. Here, I've spent the last 5 years falling in love with algorithms and language. Though we celebrate today as a finish line, it's also a threshold into the future. And though this can be scary, we should be excited that we can set the trajectories today that'll make tomorrow beautiful and fulfilling. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Hello, fellow graduates. What an honor to be speaking with you today from the unceded homelands of the Kikite First Nation. My name is Halima Boliu, and I am graduating with an MA in Equity Studies in Education. I spent the last few years studying contemporary fiction by Indigenous writers in Canada. It was a journey full of tears, self-doubt, and exhaustion, but it was immensely rewarding. I learned to listen to voices that are being silenced and to name beliefs and attitudes that have been normalized but remain harmful. My world grew bigger, my mind went places it never knew exist, and my heart expanded. Today is a celebration of our journeys, but especially the journeys of those who may have had to work harder, whose parents may have had to sacrifice more to get them here. This is for you, who even after making it this far, felt like at some point you weren't good enough or didn't belong. This is for you who attended a university where majority of the senior personnel and faculty do not look like you. This is for you who's graduating from an institution which I hope is learning that more needs to be done beyond cultural celebrations to make folks like you feel safe when the status quo continues to wound your families and communities. I want you to know that I see you. I hope that your voices will be listened to and your desires validated and fulfilled. You deserve to be celebrated. Congratulations.
I'm Ben McGinnis and I'm graduating from the School of Communication. I wasn't confident about going to school or starting my career, but once I discovered the communications program, I found it so interesting that I was inspired to do well. And then while I was at SFU, I connected with so many great people, including my advisors, professors, my fellow students, and the people at the Peak newspaper. And through them, I gained a lot of confidence to look forward to my future.
To my fellow graduating class of Spring 2020, congratulations to all of us on our accomplishments and hard work that has got us this far. We've come through a lot and are now venturing into uncharted territories. As a group, we're entering the job market at a time when the economy is experiencing mass layoffs, universities are announcing hiring freezes, and not to forget the enormous devastation to global health and loss of life that has occurred. There's a certain cloud of uncertainty over us that to a certain extent harkens back to the uncertainty we felt as we first took our steps at SFU those years ago. But look at us now. The commitment we have all shown, the focus we've had, the dedication and desire to succeed can only be used to our benefit as we now enter another uncertain time ahead. By keeping an open mind, broadening our networks, and developing an entrepreneurial mindset, we can carve out our own paths forward and embark on the careers we've worked so hard for. We have a head start here. We are the generation that was fortunate enough to grow up with ready access to digital technologies. We now have an opportunity to be on the forefront of what may turn out to be a whole new way of how we learn, how we work, and how we collaborate with others. It is up to us now to use that head start and let it carry us forward as we develop into leaders for the next generation. With that, I'd like to thank you all for your attention here today. Thank you to SFU, and again, a big congratulations to all of the graduating students of Spring 2020.
Hello, BD graduates. I'm so honored to be here with you all today. We did it. We made it through all those experiences that at first felt terrifying, presenting in case competitions, living abroad on exchange, interviewing for co-op, and even completing our semester online. Embarking down this next journey may feel frightening at first too, but we must remain fearless in accomplishing our goals and making an impact, as the world has never had as many problems that need solving. So congratulations again, graduates, and thank you to everybody for making this moment possible.
SFU grads of Spring 2020, we made it! My name is Hamza, and it's a bittersweet feeling to be standing in front of the camera today. Although I wanted to be looking at all of you on this special day, I am instead looking at the camera. But you know what? That's okay. Because regardless of how we gather here today, we are still celebrating the amazing achievements of the graduating class that was faced with a global pandemic and was strong and resilient enough to still make it past the finish line. So today, pat yourself on the back, throw a Zoom party with your friends, and don't let anything distract you from the fact that you have successfully completed this important chapter of your life. Whatever the next chapter holds for us, I hope that we will be ready to continue learning, growing, and making a positive impact in our community.
I'd say that my university experience was pretty ordinary. But like so many others, university was a time for us to find ourselves and to define ourselves. Yet, despite our different experiences, what unites us is our determination and resilience and our moxie. We are part of a bizarre and rapidly changing world in an unprecedented time. And the outcome of this pandemic is going to see all of us, from teenagers to world leaders, reaching new heights and blazing new trails. In order for us to move forward, we need to do it together as a community with all the resilience and fearlessness that we leave here with today. We have a responsibility to ourselves and to our world to make it a better place than it was before. And we as graduates are in the perfect place to do that.
Thank you to our graduates for such inspiring messages. The members of the graduating class are listed on SFU's Convocation website, in the program book, and in a video clip that features warm, funny, and personal messages. After this celebration, I encourage you all to view graduate video clips. It's now my privilege to present the graduating class to be admitted en masse to their degrees. Madam Chancellor, I present to you those scholars who have fulfilled the statutory requirements laid down by the Senate of this university, and I request that you confer upon them the degrees for which they are now recommended.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in the Senate of this university, I hereby admit you to your various and several degrees.
Graduating class of Spring 2020, I congratulate each of you on the completion of your degree. This is an impressive achievement, and I encourage your friends and family to communicate their hearty congratulations to you by whatever means, in person or virtual, that it's safe for them to do so. And now I invite members of the graduating class to reciprocate by communicating through some safe means your thanks to your family, friends, faculty, and staff, indeed to all those who helped you to reach this goal.
My friends, this completes the formal awarding of degrees. I have a few thank yous to express. First, to all of you for joining us on such a celebratory occasion, and to the many staff coordinated by Ceremonies and Events, Student Services, and Communications and Marketing who have worked together to run this virtual convocation celebration. Thank you all.
And the celebration isn't over. Graduates, I invite you to visit the Convocation website. Be sure to view the personalized graduate video clips, information about the virtual faculty celebrations, and the Indigenous Student Center's virtual honoring ceremony, as well as special messages from Premier John Horgan, SFU deans, and others. And soon, graduates, you'll receive your degree parchment and a Convocation celebration box in the mail. The celebration box includes today's printed program, an alumni pin, a cap and tassel, and a few more surprises. SFU looks forward to welcoming you to an in-person convocation ceremony at some time in the not too distant future. So be well and congratulations.
Congratulations, everybody. We did it.
Congratulations again, graduates. Well done.